Hi, everyone, and welcome to Run the Dishwasher Twice. Thoughts to help you have a more positive outlook. My name is Debbie Lannen, and I will be your host. Now, just a reminder, I'm not a therapist or a counselor. I'm just like you, trying to be happy in this crazy world we live in. And speaking of crazy, it is getting incredibly crazy down where I live. You see, we have a hurricane on the way. And for the last few days, every episode of every TV show has been interrupted by our weather forecasters, and thank goodness for them. And they've been showing us how this hurricane is tracking towards us. Now, that brought to mind something I thought I would talk about today as I got ready for all of this craziness that's going to be in our neighborhood pretty soon. So, they always talk about being prepared. Well, I remember growing up, my brother was a Boy Scout, I was a Girl Scout, and we always had the motto, be prepared. Well, we'd all love to be prepared for everything that's going to hit us during our lifetime. But no matter how much we try, there's going to be something we're not prepared for. So today I was getting water in jugs to put in the refrigerator, filling up Ziploc bags with water so I could freeze it just in case we lose power, all those kind of things that keep you prepared. And then I started to think, what about some of the other people? What about the people that can't prepare? Maybe they're sick or things like that. When we had a hurricane probably 5 years ago, and our power went out, I had neighbors who were very, very good, and they happened to have a generator. So what did they do? They came over, they ran a cable into our house so they could plug in our refrigerator and give us a fan. That's called preparing for yourself and everyone around you. So that's kind of my message for today. Maybe you aren't the one who is worried about weather, or you're not the one that's worried about where your next meal's coming from, and you're lucky in that sense. But take a moment and think about the people who might be worried about it. Maybe you could drop off a meal to them, or offer to help, or, grab some batteries and a fan and give it to them. Whatever. It's just, we want to be prepared for ourselves. But don't just think of yourself, think of everyone around you. And that will kind of help because then everyone becomes this huge community. And whenever there's a disaster, everyone jumps in, we all help each other. And it seems like once that disaster gets over, we all kind of separate and go our own way. Wouldn't it be incredible? Just really, really nice if after the disaster, we all stayed together. We didn't stop saying hello to our neighbors or walking over to see if they needed anything. What if we stayed connected to each other? I think that's a great idea. A little bit unrealistic, probably, but why not? So when this hurricane hits, there's going to be ways you can help. You can go to the Red Cross, you can donate, all kinds of things. Looking at the places it's already hitting the islands. Puerto Rico. Oh my goodness, poor Puerto Rico has been constantly getting hit. So you can send donations down, maybe go and pack some food to send. But once it's over, it's really not totally over. So let's not forget each other. Let's kind of stay connected. Through the pandemic, we were separated, but we were all connected somehow. Well, let's try to keep that connection going. It might just make our lives a little bit happier. And that's the whole reason behind this podcast. So that's it for today. I hope if you are in the path of this hurricane, you stay totally safe. And if you're lucky enough not to be in the path, kind of think of those that are and maybe lend a hand. So thank you all for listening to Run the Dishwasher Twice. Remember, I will be here on Tuesdays and Saturdays, if I'm not without power, that is. And you can always message me on my Facebook page or shoot me an email. So stay safe, have a wonderful week, and remember, run the dishwasher twice. Why not?